We just finished the sitting council, right?
Yeah, I thought it was still.
It's a live video. So we're very happy that we came and speak in a public council meeting, speaking about the domestic terrorism. So we're gonna share with you guys everything when we have the video.
It'll be. We didn't take our own video because it wasn't the situation. Wasn't good for that. So anyway, but they take video and it'll be uploaded to their website tonight about midnight. So I'll take these 4 minutes off of it and then I'll send it to Sylvia and then Sylvia can share it. It'll be the 4 minutes of our talks. And we talked about domestic terrorism. We talked about the targeting. We talked about police corruption. And by the way,
and the covering. Police covering.
Police lying and covering up. Yeah. And by the way, I called ahead of time and they were going to give me a PowerPoint. They were going to let me use PowerPoint. And then they called me back and they said no because I had to send it to them and they saw it was about domestic terrorism. So they called me back and said, no, you missed a 2 o'clock cutoff, even though they asked me to send it to them at 3:30, which I did. So anyway, so they didn't want the PowerPoint. What I'm saying is it's confirming what I knew, what we knew, and that is the biggest thing about targeting is public awareness. And taking away the PowerPoint makes it a little less effective. It's still effective. A little less. The pictures are pictures are really good. They can see as you're talking. They can see the actual, what you're talking about. So they took that back. They actually called me back.
And then 1 minute.
And then we get here.
We both call and they say 3 minutes.
The meeting started at 6. I practiced my speech because you only get 3 minutes. I practiced many times. And then we get here at 6:20. Officer Fromm comes out and says, the mayor just decided to only give 2 minutes. Right after I arrived.
Yeah.
So now we only got 2 minutes. So it's going to be a good speech, but it's not going to be the speech,
At least it wasn't 1 minute at the other time.
Yeah, right. Orange County. So we will still do it. We're still going to do another one. We'll do lots of these, right? Mm-hmm. So we're still going to do another one where I got PowerPoint and then I get 3 minutes. But so they took away PowerPoint and made it 2 minutes, but it was still okay. But yeah, it was tough because 2 minutes. And by the way, I wasn't wearing my contacts or glasses because my eyes are all messed up. And normally you're at a podium, you can see the clock right there. I couldn't see the clock. Was I over 2 minutes?
No, it was.
Right on?
Some time. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I couldn't even see the clock, so I didn't even know. And I hadn't practiced for 2 minutes either. So it's just kind of off the cuff. But it's still going to be okay. So
yeah. We're going to be on touch. We're going to be sharing with you guys and all the good news that Jack has. Please go to his website. I'm going to write down the link in this video, and that way you guys can... Targeted America is ready?
Target America, Life of John Christiana, and Targeted Evidence.
Let us know what you did with the United Nations thing.
By the way, you know what the United Nations too.
What you did?
That'll be on there too. Oh yeah, United Nations. By the way, I might actually get another website because there's only like $120 a year. It's not too bad. And I might get another website and just make it a really easy one where people can write it down and memorize it. And they go there and then all the other links are there. Mm-hmm. Because Life of John Christiana, the problem with that is that...
Saludos, Miguel. Saludos, Enrique. Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that they don't know how to spell Christiana.
Yeah,
I don't want to lose those people, and so they want to go to it and check it out. Mm-hmm. So I might get a real simple one, and then that way, and then just so that way they can go to the others. The United Nations, you guys, all kinds of good things are happening, they are talking about mobbing, which is stalking, group stalking. Mm-hmm. They're talking about psychological torture, talking about psychosocial torture, a new term I never heard before. Psychological, actually they call it psychosocial. Meaning, what it means is it's like psychological torture, but it's psychological torture mixed in with a social setting, which is like mobbing, which is like stalking. That's this. So the United Nations is talking about it, and they've written reports on it. So they invited everyone. They invited leaders like Target America to write something. So I did. So I wrote something up, 2 pages, and I sent it to them. And it's on their website, United Nations. We'll put that link on there too. So my letter is on there, United Nations.
So what about the Targeted America side? people can join, like in the other side that you used
Yeah,
to do?
I'll get that. I'll have that website on there so people can join, and then they can get on newsletters, things like that. Yeah, I need to get that updated. I will. I will very soon. Hopefully the next week or something.
Okay.
I'll make it so people can then join and then get updates.
Okay, let me share this with you. You continue to talk. Let me. What else you have to tell us? What is your goal you like to let us know?
Well, everything's happening. On Friday, it's a long story, but make a long story short, a week ago Thursday, I was at Walmart and I was targeted by an employee, the worst I've been at Walmart. And it happened a year ago. It happened to me at Home Depot. They were messing with me like every time I went there. Every time, for like 6, 7, 8 in a row. And I finally, actually at Home Depot, they put the email on there of the store manager. So I wrote to the store manager. And I didn't talk about targeting. I just told them about bad customer service. I told them about they're making mistakes. And it's just every single time. And he invited me to speak with him. Before I got a chance to speak with him, because I was really busy, all of a sudden, guess what? Now the last 8 months or whatever, 8, 10 months, whatever it is, it's been perfect. They stopped messing with me. Totally. I mean, it's like a toggle switch. Just stopped. So what I'm saying is so it was not Home Depot was involved in targeting. It was the employee. It was actually employees. It was rogue employees. So I'll put this on the website to explain to people that, so give the manager a chance first before we go after them. Give the management a chance. And in that case, it was not Home Depot as a store, Home Depot as a chain.
Saludos, Elisa.
It was actually the employees. And guess what? They like their jobs, and so they changed behavior.
That's a very good thing that you're talking about, because Diana, remember Diana, the one that was in the military? She's still having the same problems in Mexico, in one of the big stores. So I told her that you told me one time about this, that she can go and make a complaint with the management, but not letting them know about the targeting, just about the complaint.
And fairly soon, I have so many situations. And here's how I look at it. And I'm not a happy talk person. I'm not a happy talk. In other words, I don't just talk happy just to try to make people feel good. I'm genuinely happy. I genuinely see the good in what we can do in things. So either like at Home Depot, either they're gonna treat me well, or if they treat me bad, I turn that bad into a good by taking it to a higher level and getting it turned around. And that's a great example. So I turned it to a good. Same thing just happened at Walmart a week ago Thursday. I'm at Walmart, and they've been great all this time, but they were mad because I'm giving these talks about domestic terrorism like tonight. And so this employee messed with me big time. It's so obvious. It's ridiculous obvious. And I already have the facts written up. And then I talked to the corporate, and they were really courteous, saying, "I want to make it up to you, get your gift certificate, $20 gift certificate, whatever." So I turned it around and I won. Well, the store manager didn't want me to win that, getting the $20 gift certificate. And because it's like it's all psychological. See, everything that's psychological, you have to get the psychological edge. And I'm good at that. My degree's in marketing, and it's just natural. It's God-given. So I was going to get the psychological edge and get this gift certificate to make up for her. So they had to pay for it. So what he did was he totally gaslighted me. The manager, store manager, his name was Jose, at the Walmart store, and I go to the store, and I just talked to him 2 hours before. He says, "Come in tonight." They're about to close. I go in, and he, the assistant manager calls in to him, where I just talked to him. He says, "Come in for the gift certificate." She calls in. He says, "I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of this Christianity." I just talked to him, and that's gaslighting, and he's trying to make me think like I'm imagining it or something, or I'm like whatever. That's what gaslighting is. The gaslighting is telling you something that's true, and they're trying to make it sound like it's not true, or vice versa. So I couldn't believe it. So I'm getting my phone out. I'm showing the assistant manager. Here's the phone call. Look at. I'm getting her name. Normally I would have just left, and I would have had left and come back. But because I kind of stalled around showing her this, all of a sudden he walks down and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's right. I give him $20." But he gaslighted me. That's the store manager, Walmart. So I've decided I'm going to sue Walmart for domestic terrorism. And And that was on. I told people about that on Saturday. No, on Friday, the same day, Friday. And on Saturday, I had the worst. So I told them that on Friday night, and I have the text to show it and everything. And then Saturday, I had the worst abuse to my eye, shocking, extreme pain in my eye, 6 times over. And normally it's just a little shock. It's just a little ear. You know, it's battery. It's a solid battery, but it's like that. But here was actually extreme pain, and it was making my vision get blurry. Saturday morning, I wrote down the time, you know, and whatever, and I have it right here on my phone, last time I talked about domestic terrorism like that, they did the same thing. So it works. So that really does bother them. The truth, getting out there, bothers them. But anyway, so that happened. But I'm gonna file a lawsuit against Walmart for domestic terrorism. A copy of that, it's gonna be a real simple one, a couple small claims court, and a copy of that lawsuit. Is gonna go to the board of directors of Walmart. I already have their names. 11 board of directors. There's a total of 57 between the board of directors and the executive management. They're called. There's 57 employees, and they're like top official people. They work, they have other jobs at Wells Fargo and major studios and stuff. And they're going to get a copy of the lawsuit. They're going to read it. They're going to learn about targeting.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very good.
They're going to find out they're being sued. See, it's not just if it was just a complaint, they just toss it away. It's a lawsuit.
Explain us about the. I know you just win a suit with the Highway Patrol.
A situation. Here's the thing, Huntington Beach, where we work tonight, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Home Depot, whether it's Huntington Beach Police, Laguna Beach Police, California Highway Patrol, the Sheriff's Department. There's 6 examples, and it's 3 and 3. All 6 of them, a low-level person messed with me, targeted. All 6. On 3 of them, I took it to management. On 3 of them, they turned it around. No lawsuit against them. I'm not going to sue them. I'm going to reward good behavior. It's the 3 bad ones that I filed lawsuit. Now, here's the thing: when I get the good information, when they admit it in writing that they're at fault, a lot of people might use that and say, "Now I have a better lawsuit. I have something in writing. They admitted fault." But no, I don't care about the money. To me, it's principle.
That's what I want you to
reward good behavior and punish bad behavior. So the California Highway Patrol, I won't go into the whole long story. It'll be on the website. But it was unbelievable. Someone targeted me. They threw a wrench at me. And driving the freeway, they could have killed me because they could have knocked me out. And I was driving on the freeway at 75 miles an hour. And anyway, it was totally targeting. And the highway patrolman, then I called him, and he wrote a report. And he wrote a report like he said, like it didn't happen. I think he said it was impossible to happen the way I explained it. I explained the truth, and he said it was impossible to happen. So he basically said I lied to law enforcement. He didn't say I lied, but he basically was saying that. And that's like the worst thing possible. We report crimes. We don't want people to think that we're making things up. It's really bad. So I had no choice but to confront that. So before I filed a lawsuit or anything, I took it up to chain of command. I filed a complaint way up there. I went down to the Barstow office. They called me up. The guy initially started like defending his guy. And I thought he was totally defending his guy. And I said, I was respectful. I didn't lose it. I was respectful. And I said, he says, I don't want you leaving here thinking we don't care about public safety. I said, no, sir, I know you care about public safety. I said, but in this case, he didn't. I said, I know you do. And anyway, I went on and on. And I was respectful of the guy. And then I said, I don't think he intentionally was trying to start a war with me. And I heard this long pause. And to me, that's when he realized I'm serious. That's when he realized this is not going to go away. And anyway,
Hola, Mariana.
It was a half an hour call, a 45-minute call, and then I just got a letter a couple weeks ago, which is posted on the website, my website, Life of John Christiana, and you'll see it. And it's from the commander, the top guy, the captain. Yeah. He's the commander of the whole Barstow area. And it's a letter. It's incredible. It says officer did improper investigation. He handled evidence improperly. I mean, it's like 2 things, 2 out of 2. Yeah. And said he said we're changing our policy here in the office so this doesn't happen again. I mean, he totally admitted the fault of the lower guy, and it's incredible. So it works. So so I already sent him a thank you letter, and I sent him an autograph picture of me on Mount Everest. I said, you know, thank you for being on top of the rule of law for my guy on top of Mount Everest.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be with you here. I was very nervous, but
Did great. Oh yeah.
I
Oh, just so
want.
you know, you guys won't see this on the video, but when we walked out, everyone was clapping. Because of COVID-19, we had to be out. We had to be outside until our turn is called. And so as we're walking out, after that speech you gave, I was all clapping, and then as we walked out, just like that. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Like that. And so I think it was something more than me. I really liked her.
So thank you very much. I looking forward to see to do this like more often and then get.
We're gonna hit all the cities and all the counties and because I'm just telling you, it's like I've been living this for 12 and a half years, and I've had a lot of time to think about it, and it really is public awareness.
And
it really is, in other words, it's lack of information. And just today, by the way, the city of Huntington Beach, with them calling me back on my phone and saying, "Oh, sorry, you can't do it," when they just told me I could. Just that alone shows that, you know, they're trying to keep the public in the dark. It really is. So it's as simple as that. So yeah, my goal is not to end the program. My goal is to expose it, which will end the program.
Yeah.
And ending the program, we're not in control of. Exposing it, we are in control of. So it's just common sense. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot.
I think she's in the car.
No. We're gonna do a lot more of this, especially since now we have this United States Code for domestic terrorism, and when everyone's been talking about it, it's like a PER program or this, whatever. They just go, wow, whatever, you know. But when they understand that it's domestic terrorism, they're in laws of accessory, they can be involved in domestic terrorism. I mean, it's a game changer. It's
Yeah.
a game changer because everyone is against domestic terrorism, and that's what it is.
Okay. Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.